Right. Right. Thank you, Jen. All right. Let's start that over again. Take a few moments here, right? I know you're already in your seat. But maybe we can refine that seat a little bit. Make sure we're comfortable. In a shape that we can hold steady. And one where the breath can come easy. Once we sort of get collected and connected and organized, take a few moments to tune in, like really start listening. And it can be mundane at first, like what's going on in the street outside or next door. Right, even the sort of surface layer of the mind, thoughts that might still be running. And just sort of stay available, we keep listening. And maybe there's something else that needs to be heard. It's funny, I got this workshop this afternoon, stepping into peace. I've been thinking about this word peace a lot, words in general. What does that mean? What does that word peace mean? We could run in a lot of different directions, but one of my teachers talks about our least excited state. Maybe that's part of it, part of what we're doing this afternoon. Stepping into that kind of a space. And getting familiar with it. Spending some time there. Feeling comfortable there. It can be uneasy at first when everything's not swirling and rushing and whirling. And the teachings go, and I mean, my experience bears out. The more familiar you are with that state, when you start to identify with it, when you're able to drop into it, even operate from there. And the things of the world have less and less and less of an effect on them. Doesn't mean they don't. But maybe it offers a lifeline or a safe space, a different perspective, an ability to land and ground and center, maybe quicker. From about 8:45 to about 9:03. Nothing over here was cooperating with me, except my lovely friends that have joined us in person, but nothing else. And I really like everything to run smoothly all the time, but especially leading up to this. don't know if my friends here saw it, but there was a thread through all of it. I wasn't worried. No panic. It's nice to have good company for it, but you come through all right. Maybe you feel a measure of that now. Maybe it's what you've been practicing for years. And all it takes is these few minutes here for you to land in that peace, in that least excited state. Maybe the work is to find it, is to open that up, clear out enough to realize it. Maybe that's your work. Maybe it's touchable. And the work is just to stay in touch with it. Or maybe you've stepped in. And the work is to establish yourself there more and more and more. Maybe at times you even identify with it. And your practice is just a celebration of that. Maybe a good time to bring the hands together, thumb center of the chest. Why are you here? Why'd you come? Why do you keep coming back? If you're playing along with me, where are you along that trajectory? And this clarity, this inquiry helps to set intention. Maybe clears up purpose. Purpose matters. So does you being here. It's important. Appreciate it. So does everyone you meet out in the world. Good time to say your prayers. We'll send all that out. 3 ohms. Exhale completely, go all the way to empty. Take a unified breath, a full breath in together. Complete breath out. If you like, when you're ready, inhale, 3 ohms. Om. Right, stay in that as long as you like. Release the hands when you're ready. Retool the seat if you need to. Every Sunday morning, in these practice Sunday morning, we do Kapalabhati. And I know that all y'all know it. And what I want you to know, if you don't know, is that it's okay to skip this. If there's anything going on in the abdomen, right? Heart issues, high or low blood pressure, anything going on in the head, right? Any pressure conditions in the head, or if you just can't, if in sitting here, there's a lot of tension around the waist, around the lower back, then skip it and just breathe, or find a different seat, or maybe just back off a touch. But these techniques shouldn't cause you any stress. All that being said, again, 3 rounds Kapalabhati, 54 exhales each time. You skip it, you drop it anytime. We'll add if you're into it. Right? And again, if you're skipping, just sit and take deep, full breath. And keep dropping deeper and deeper and deeper. Make any shape with the body you need. Unified breath here, so exhale completely. Full breath in together. Little float to the top, and then a complete breath out. And if you're joining when you're ready, inhale, first round. All the way to empty your last breath. Bandhas if you got them. Into pelvic floor up. Chin in and down slightly. Abdomen in and up. Pause in that if that's in your practice. When you're ready to inhale, let those locks go. And take an easy breath. Free to be outside the technique anytime. Take a breath or two here. Second round, first arm variation. You could lace the fingers together. Stretch the arms straight up. Biceps behind the ears. Chest lifts, ribs lift, shoulders lift, palms press. Exhale completely here. Second round. When you're ready, inhale. All the way out. If you're pausing with the breath out, engage bandhas if you got them. Release the arms and wait patiently, peacefully. When you're ready, release the belly, lift the chin slightly, breathe in and out. And the hands can be on the thighs. First arm variation again. The second one would be to lift the arms, bend the elbows, opposite shoulder blade, right? Push the head back into the forearms so you're not pushed forward. Draw the front ribs in, lift the chest. Lift the elbows, the shoulders, the ribs. Exhale completely here, a third round. Inhale to begin. All the way out. Release the arms. Maybe stay with the breath out until it's time to inhale. Whatever you need to do to slide into Jai technique. When we learn it, we want to show others that we've learned it. It gets louder and louder and louder. But the trajectory, I've used that word twice, is to quieter and quieter and quieter. Same technique, same effort. Least excited state. Eventually the goal is to breathe less. Still with that profound, deep connection through the breath. Anytime you need to drop technique, sigh, or right, you do you. When you're ready from here with these breaths, right, we'll move, we'll come forward. As you come forward, I'm going to hit play on our playlist. You're welcome to join us. And you can start and return to anytime your child's pose, right? Take a few breaths there anytime you need, including now. When you're ready, right, come up, hands and knees. And I mean, I've had enough wrist injuries, things in my shoulders and my neck to appreciate the importance of really checking in. Check in with the wrists, maybe even turning the fingers back to the knees, the wrist a bit differently. And circle one way, circle the other. Rock back and forth a couple times. Roll around in the shoulder girdle. What's going on in the neck? Move the head around a little bit. Cat cow, up and down with the spine, ribs side to side, ribs circle. Feel a little more connected, a little looser, a little more in the body maybe. Right, better idea what's going on. We like this little shape to maybe connect to core. Yeah. I'm not sure what to call it anymore, but we're going to extend the right leg back, tuck the toes under for a moment. And then reach the left arm forward, float the arm palm in, thumb turns up. And then we're gonna lift that right foot off the floor, right? Arm and leg maybe same level as the spine. Take a couple breaths on this side, right? Core muscles engaged to keep balance. There we are, we wake up deep. And then we put left hand down, replace the right knee. Maybe start by extending the left leg. You can just stretch it for a moment if that feels right. Maybe grip the leg a little bit. And then lift the left leg. And there you go. To maintain balance, core grip. A couple breaths here. Skip any of this or stay in it longer, of course you can. When you're ready, replace the right hand and the left knee. One last little check, and then we're moving towards our downward facing dog. And just see how it plays out for a couple breaths. Right? Consider the possibility that you've been practicing so much. You figured a few things out and you could just go right into it. Just turning everything on as you wave through the body as one time. You get there and you breathe there. You move around, walk, and wiggle and look and go for it. Keep breathing. Inner hand pressing. Waist longer, hips further from the wrists. And how the hamstrings, space behind the knees, calves, ankles, how they all doing. Breaths here. Maybe one more. All right, we'll inhale and come forward to a high plank. We're doing this too today. We'll take the knees down. We'll take the elbows down. And then we'll lift the knees back up. You can skip this. And if you're in it, grab the legs, push the floor away, draw the front ribs in. Better now than towards the end, I've been told. I have a couple more breaths here. You always float once, but then the other. All right, you're done. Hips come down. Let's stay up on the elbows though, and just, all right, nice, easy, supported crease in the lower back here. How's that space feel? Maybe you rock the hips a little bit side to side. Meant to be good for your nervous system. Move around the shoulders a little too. Okay, you can stay like this a while. Right. The rest of us, we're gonna roll down flat, chest, land, elbows wide, and slide the hands back under the shoulders. Roll the shoulders, wait for an inhale, strengthen lower back, but then push into the hands to lift and lengthen the front body. And as you exhale, we'll lower back down. Now, as usual, right? Just up and down, maybe a couple more times, or maybe you lift up and stay up. You might look around as you exhale, or you lowered. If you lowered, lift again, inhale. If you stayed lifted, lift higher. And this time, as you exhale and release, push back knees.
Lift hips, down dog. Inhale and come forward high. I really like that. Join me if you like. We're staying down dog. As you exhale, let's wave back. Push the front of that away. Lift the hips. Press the heels. Twice more. Right, warming up. Prepare. Maybe one more time, forward and back. All right. Inhale forward again to high plank. Now you can lower the floor, you drop the knees first, or you can lower halfway to the floor. Wherever you go, wait for the inhale and then lengthen, lift the front body. And the exhale, back facing down. One breath here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, ground. And soften the knee. Forward, travel both feet. Step or walk, top of the mat. Lengthen and look. And fold. Inhale, stay in the lift. Or you can lift and fold again. You need up, you can reach up, take a couple breaths, do your thing. Eventually we'll meet standing, toes spread, feet planted, legs strong, pelvis level, ribs lift, chest lift, shoulders back and down. Hands land side the leg. Chin in and down, chest lift. Deep breath. Surya Namaskar A, sun salutation. Exhale completely. As you inhale, reach out, reach up. Exhale, dive forward, fold. Flat, look forward, step or hop back. And as you exhale, lower halfway or over. Wait for the inhale. Lengthen, lift the front body. And the exhale, slide back, downward facing dog. One breath here, full breath in. Complete breath out. And then on empty, soften the knees, look forward as you inhale, step, walk or hop, top of the mat. Lengthen as you rise. You exhale, fold. As you inhale, rise. Reach out, reach up. As you exhale, stand tall. Again, your breath, inhale up. Exhale, fold. Prepare. Step or hop, skip the push-up, add an extra as you exhale, lower. Wait for the inhale, lengthen, lift the front body. And as you exhale, slide back, downward facing dog. One breath here. All the way in. Soften the knees when you're ready. Forward, inhale to travel. Top of the mat, lengthen. As you exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. And stand tall. One more time, just like that. Follow your breath. Inhale up. Your exhale, you fold. Feet back, and then lower as you exhale. Lengthen, lift, inhaling. Be here at full. And the exhale slides you back, downward facing dog. One breath here. All the way out. Lengthen. Fold. Inhale, rise. Just land in that for a few moments. Call back to intention, to purpose, to prayer. Remember that it's important that you're here. Just keep coming back again and again and again. And play with it a little bit. Exhale completely here. Go all the way to empty. Inhale, reach up. Forward fold. Inhale, prepare. Now you can skip the push-ups and go straight to down dog anytime. Otherwise, do them all. Lengthen, lift, follow the breath. Meet in down dog as we exhale all the way. We're going to step the right foot to the right thumb. Spin the left heel in the hips, lunging the front leg. As you inhale, sweep up, warrior one. Exhale back down, hands land. Step back, and again, you can go straight to down dog or do every push-up. Change your mind anytime. Lengthen, lift. Slide back, downward facing, empty. Left foot forward. Take the time to step and angle the toes, lunge the leg, and inhale, up, warrior one. Exhale back down, long breath, plenty of time to shift and step and lower. Follow the inhale, up, and the exhale again. We'll do that again. The right foot forward. Spin the left heel in. Inhale to sweep up. Exhale to release. And again, straight to down dog or cycle through. Foot step forward. Right heel spin. Squaring, lunging, inhale to the top. Exhale to release. Lower. Or straight to down dog. Exhale, forward facing dog. And then again, this time we're going to stay right foot forward, left heel spin. Your beat with the feet. It's squared and strong as you inhale, sweep up. And if you need to back off, check it out. Hip square and level, tail plug, front ribs in, lift the ribs. Right. Lift the chest, shoulders, chin. Breath is affecting. A couple more here. Inhale to expand, lift. Exhale to squeeze. Lunge deeper, one breath like that. All the way empty. And then as you inhale, let's bring the palms together, thumb center of the chest. We'll look forward, right? Spot for balance, lift that back heel, lean forward, and as gracefully as possible, get that left leg off the floor. And the foot might stay low, chest high, you might tip deeper. Right? You might just be not falling over, or you might be gripping bottom leg and extending left leg. Maybe reaching the arms. One more breath here.
All the way empty. Now, just because we can, we're going to soften the right knee and sweep this left knee through and up. So lift the left knee high. Right? Catch balance for a moment. Got it? We're going back. Tip forward, extend the leg. Right? Just one breath here. Exhale. And then as you inhale, how deep can you bend this right knee? And then land. Hands, foot, step back and lower. Exhaling halfway or all the way. Or go straight to down dog. Open up. Meet our friends, down dog. Here, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, ground. On empty, look forward. Left foot step. In, hips planted. Inhale to lift up. Anything along the way, right? Maybe you can get longer and lunge deeper. Cactus the arms, or bring the hands together, hands to hip. Couple more breaths here. Yeah. Inhale. Draw the hands together, thumb center the chest. Looking forward, lifting the back heel. Step once or twice if you need it, and then work to lift that right foot. It might just be up and down a few times. It might just be keeping it up. You might tip deeper. Drop the right hip, chest lifted. Go. A couple breaths here, you could reach. And to standing, soften left knee. Sweep the right leg through and up. No big deal here for a moment. And then we'll go back. There you go. Catch it here for a breath too. All the way empty. And then how deep can you bend this left knee? Right foot back, hands down, left foot back. And as you exhale, right, through your cycle. Open up and be there. Slide back, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. If you need to rest, you rest. 2 more. All the way empty. And then empty. Soften the knees, look forward. Inhale, both feet top of the mat. Lengthen here. And as you exhale, fold. Stay in this fold for a handful of breaths. Feet can be apart. You can right away have big toes with peace fingers and play that. Or even step onto palm, toes up to wrist. Even lock. Have the feet together and the arms around towards the feet. You get to choose. Listen to the body. And use the breath. Nothing to see here, right? Nothing exciting. Just the breath moving, body releasing. the head hang. Take a few more breaths. One more. Anyway, maybe you inhale and lengthen forward, release the hands. Exhale, hands to hips. Strong legs, long spine. Inhale, lengthen out and up. No big deal. Release the hand. Right. Any movement you need. Maybe none. Let all that excitement settle. Stay in touch with peace. Go. And then from where you are, you can step with either foot, maybe the right foot, open up nice and wide. Right? But either way, really. And then right away, we'll turn the right toes in and the left toes out. Feet planted, legs strong. Left toes in, right toes out. There you go. Feet planted, legs strong. Ribs lift, arms float. Utthita Trikonasana. As you inhale, dropping the right hip, reach out along the right leg. And at your edge, right hand down. And if the way is clear, right, if it also rolls together, then maybe you reach up straight away. But the hand on the hip might be interesting. Right? To refine the feet, to remember the legs. To remember the legs. Think about right feet to left heel, hips forward, chest lift, yeah, back, lift, back, and then roll that top shoulder into the back of the body. And then with that shoulder rolled and the ribs turning, lots of space for the neck, the chin turns. Maybe you look up, maybe you reach up. Keep breathing. Right, and everything slowed down. Nothing rushing at you. You're not rushing anywhere. Never stop. A couple more breaths. How about one more? On empty, looking down. As you inhale, pull yourself back up. And we're just going to switch the feet. You could drop the arms, switch the feet. Right? Same process. Any little shifts you need to make. Feet planted, legs strong, ribs lift, float. Inhale. Left hand, reaching out along left leg at your edge. Left hand down. Knee, shin, ankle block. Right hand maybe starts on the hip. We're rolling. Yeah. Top shoulder, rib cage. Right. Lots of space for the chin to turn towards the ceiling. You reach up. You can back off anytime. Maybe pull in the ribs away from that top hip especially. Feel that tug right down into your waist. A little bit of a rotation here. Around the rib cage especially. Got it. How about a couple more breaths here? One more. As you inhale, pull yourself back. Yeah, hands to hips. Turn the right toes in. Keep the left toes in. Now we're going to fold forward, so blocks or coffee tables handy. Exhale completely here. Back bend first, maybe. You could push the hips forward. And it might just be to pull the front line of the body a little bit before you fold quickly, but you might this back bend for a couple breaths even. The head might even go back. Eventually inhale to lift if you're and exhale. And then when you can, release the hands, the block to the floor. Right? And play with it. Right? Think about the feet again, toes spread, outer edges press, legs grip, if that's possible, mindful of the back of the legs, the lower back, the feet. We're like a long lifted spine, so that's happening always. You're free to move, rock back and forth with the weight. Right? Roll the shoulders, maybe shake the head around. Got a few more breaths here. How about one more? Inhale. Exhale and heel toe into a squat. And this could be anything you need it to be. Right? Including a forward fold if you want to straighten the leg. Or an arm balance if you want to plant the hands and lift the feet. Might be enough just to stay grounded with hands down. Together, thumbs to heart. A couple more breaths here. When you're ready, you don't have to be ready. When you're ready, hands down again. Heel toe back out. So lift heel toe back out, wide stance. This time we'll twist, yeah? So set the feet up, get the seat and everything. And on your shoulders, probably off the side of the mat. Left hand to center. So either onto a block to create some height or just the fingertips. Right palm flat to tail, elbow points up. Inhale, lengthen. We'll just keep that. Yeah? Inhaling, finding some length. Exhaling, maybe a little bit of movement in the rib cage, that right shoulder. Maybe you reach up, maybe you look.
Maybe one more breath here. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. In. Look down, hand down. All right, anything you do along the way to the other side, and just right hand to center, left hand to tail. You know, lengthen everything. Exhale, start twisting to the left. Right. Inhale, length. Exhale, roll a bit deeper. Reach up. A couple more breaths here. But one more. When you're done, inhale to release. Look down, hand down. A little bit of movement required. Exhale at center. Lengthen forward. You might need to soften the knee to touch for this. As you exhale, bring your hands to your hip. And as you inhale, tip. Take a moment to level out. And when you're ready, heel toe, step or hop the feet together. Release the hands and just land. Okay. Calm, cool, and collecting. That might not be how we feel, but that's maybe where we're headed. However you do feel belongs here too. No worries about that. When you're ready, graceful step back top of the mat. And before we get down to the floor, one more standing pose, balance pose. Garudasana. Yeah, eagle pose. And if you want to do any other standing balance pose, you're welcome to it. Otherwise, we're planting the left foot, right? Nice and strong. We're bending into the left knee a little bit, maybe more. And then we're going to cross the right leg over top the left thigh. Now, the right foot can sort of hang there. You can take the right big toe into the floor for balance, or you hook the right toe around the back of the left calf. There you go. Find balance, bring the knees back to center. Okay. Right arm under left, cross above the elbows, wrap the forearms around, try and bring the hands together. There you go. You might hook the thumb or just maybe sink a touch deeper. Sometimes we like to fold forward. Maybe we just breathe here. Gaze for balance. Couple more breaths. One more. And then the next inhale, release the right foot. Maybe sweep the arms up, let them go, shoulders, bounce the legs. Jerry tells us not to get excited, and he puts us in that shape. Right? What does it do? The heart rate elevates. Lose the breath a bit, a little bit of sweat. It's all good. Keep coming back again and again and again. Right foot planted, bend into the knee. Any variation of this, we're going to take the left leg over top, maybe hook the toes around, maybe not.
Okay, knees back to center, sit a little bit deeper maybe. The arms involved. This time the left arm under right. Wrap around, try and put the hands together and catch the thumb, give yourself a hug. There you go, settle in, and breathe. A couple more here. One. You inhale, release, put down, let the arms swing a little bit. And bring it all back. Exhale completely where you are. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Yeah, prepare. You can go straight to down dog, of course you can. But back bend and join us in down dog when you're ready. We're going to look forward and step with heels in, toes out, and we'll squat straight down. And then just so that we can land the feet and bring the feet and the knees together, give ourselves a bit of a squeeze here. Okay. From here, keeping the feet together, we're going to drop the knees out. There. You might need to walk the feet out behind you a little bit. If you have, if your pelvis is tipped way back and your spine's rounded and it's not enough just to pull on the feet, then you could sit up on something low, blanket folded a few times, or those low blocks even, right? Pelvis level, right? Hold to the feet, breathe here. Might be nice to bounce a little bit. Might be nice to bounce a lot. It might be enough just to stay here. And notice that if there's space, you can draw the heels closer. You can open the feet up more into like a book, right? Open the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Stay upright, just pulling and tipping and lifting. You might also pull forward and start to fold. Inner knees, push them towards the floor a little bit. Gentle, gentle. Maybe the forearms come in front. Breathing, breathing, breathing.
shapes that you stay in these shapes longer and longer. Keep dropping deeper and deeper. The body, none of this happens all at once. The releases, the openings, the realization, the understanding, right? Little by little, bit by bit, piece by piece. Practice and always coming. Take a few more breaths here. When you're ready to return, you don't have to be. When you are, and towards you, get yourself upright. And then nice and easy, bring the knees together, maybe with the hands. And give yourself a moment here. Okay. And then from here, play with this a little bit. We'll drop the right knee back there to the right. And inner left knee down, just in front of the right foot, inner edge of that left foot down as well. That makes sense? You see me? And then we're going to turn along this right leg. We're going to walk forward. Get into that right hip a little bit. Maybe. What's that right knee? Yeah. And back. Place that left foot, lift the right knee up, and drop the left knee out. Inner right knee, inner at the right foot towards the floor. Right? Turning on that out towards that left shin. We'll walk out. Maybe it's just elbows down. And if you don't feel it, yes, you can play with the angles here a little bit. a breath or two, maybe. When you're ready, left head, walk the hands back. Lifting left knee up, pressing the right foot. Moment here. Before going back. Maybe tiptoe the feet forward. You have the hands behind you, you could hold the legs, you could float the feet, right? And we'll just get long and low. And you might hover low for a few moments. Maybe you've already rolled flat. Maybe nice and peaceful. You just release it all down. No big deal. Here we are on our backs. Maybe take a few moments here. Shavasana preview. You want 20-minute Shavasana, 25-minute Shavasana, you stay. Otherwise, back bend, right? Bend the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a squeeze and then bring the feet down to the floor. You get to choose, right? One long back bend, maybe with a block under the tail, or one long back bend without support if you want to work harder this morning. 3 shorter back bends. African. Plant the hands by the ears in the right way. Keep the shoulders down, the head straight. When you're ready, keep the spine up off the floor, lift the hips. You're going to work with the block. I usually like to get it wedged in so I'm challenged, so that my hips are nice and high. Often use 2 blocks. I know some like to have it a little bit lower. It's really easy shape, not a lot of sensation. Still good for us. You could do that. If you're working without the block, you're wrapping the shoulders deeper, push into the feet, maybe lacing the fingers together underneath you. Chin away from chest, chest towards chin, feet planted. Breath deep. Now, if it's 2 or 3 back bends because you're working without support, come down when you're ready. No drama. Land. Take a moment to reflect. And then come on back in. You're still up and you're working. Try and bring as much peace into it as you can. Soften the jaw, furrow the brow. Keep the breath long and smooth. Maybe you lower it again. The ones of us on blocks with support still up. If you want to join us for a 3rd back bend, any version or variation of it. We got about 5 or 6 more breaths, maybe. Say at least one more breath. You can do another when you're ready. Right. Clear the block underneath you. Release the shoulders and roll back down. Find neutral, right? Place where the lower back release. As you take my feet a little bit further away, a little bit wider. Let lower back land. Side, both to the right. Bring it back a few times. Okay. Like that. Maybe stay in the maybe. As far as you can head your back and your hands or something low to the feet. Tail support the legs or the wall of your leg up the wall. So welcome to shoulder stand. If you're twisting, when you're ready, twist the other way. Going off in your own little inquiry. Following those threads. Shoulder stand. Stay longer. When you're done. All right, you keep going, just meet us in Shavasana in a few minutes. Maybe you want to rock up and join us in the feet. You can draw the knees in, give yourself a squeeze, and then rock along the spine and just roll around and sit up.
grounded, supported. Safe, seen, soothed, and secure. And we can drop even more of the tension that we need out there, holds us in the world. Maybe we could drop a bit more of it. Just breathe easy. Curious, gently curious about where the inhale ends. And once you get there, stay. Might be something there for you. Easy exhale. Long and smooth. Curious about where the exhale ends. Just be there. There's something else. Force and energy behind the breath, behind the inhale, the exhale, the pause. Something else happening. Fall back into the head a little bit. And maybe take a few more breaths. And you could stay just like this. Might be nice though to lie back flat. And take Shavasana. And you get to choose. Feet wide enough that the hips will release. And the legs roll out, feet fall out. Arms at the angle you need. You can always keep the hands to the body. Take them away, palms up, and then let the shoulders go. You drop the shoulders and the hips, the arms and the legs. Spine releases. Drop the head all the way back. Eyes release, they sink deeper. Jaw melt. And we let go of even the breath. And relax. Completely relax. When you're ready, you can stay longer. Come back to breath. And then little movement. More breath. Bigger movement. Ankle roll. Maybe the head roll. Be nice to bring the legs together, reach the overhead, and really stretch for a moment. Oh, wow. And then you're ready. Knees in a squeeze. You could just rock up on your feet. Roll to the right and pause for a few moments. When you're ready, a few moments. Might not stay, but we've had the experience. That experience had an effect. Keep building, opening it up. Deeper, it lasts longer, come back easier. Doesn't all have to happen today. Maybe today got a little bit bright. Like hands together, thumbs to heart. Moment of gratitude. Notice what comes up when you think about being grateful. And if it or they aren't here now, maybe the next thing to do is you go and find them. Tell them how grateful you are. Me, I appreciate you. Presence, your efforts, your good